At the end of last season, Lagoon removed their classic Schwarzkopf roller coaster, Jetstar 2. Since its removal, people have been speculating what the park could replace it with. The site is currently surrounded by banners that read Ready Set Lagoon 2027, and these banners are the only hint we have of what this replacement could actually be. In this video, I will be discussing what I think some replacement options for Jetstar 2 could be, based on my thoughts and speculation. Keep in mind, I will be keeping the speculation in the realm of realism. Obviously, I'd love a clone of Velocicoaster to somehow fit here, but that's not going to happen, probably. First things first, will this be a roller coaster or a flat ride? I'm leaning towards roller coaster. This is an extremely small plot of land, which would lend itself more to a flat ride, but I do think a roller coaster should be replaced with a roller coaster. Really quickly though, if it is a flat ride, I'd assume we'd get something from either Zamperla or Art Engineering, since that's who Lagoon has recently worked with for flat rides, besides Nutcracker, but the only flat rides S&S offers are Screamin' Swings and Drop Towers, and Lagoon already has both of those. But overall, a flat ride is possible, but I do think Lagoon will probably go with a coaster. So for coasters, we have to first look at the size of this plot of land. It's not very big. First of all, I want to discuss an option considering Lagoon could relocate Flying Aces elsewhere in the park. With this ride gone, it would free up a bit more space for something a little bigger, and the candidate I'm thinking for this space would be an RMC Raptor. Specifically, the smaller cloned model like Stunt Pilot is Silverwood. I know, you're probably thinking Lagoon only does in-house coasters with Art these days. But in my opinion, I think Lagoon working with S&S for Nutcracker is a pretty big game changer for the park. I think with that happening, it's possible that we'll see the park working with a more diverse portfolio of companies in the future. So I do think RMC is on the table. I also think it's unlikely that this will be a complex custom coaster from Art like Cannibal or Primordial. If they're planning on opening this thing next season, this has got to be a fairly simple ride since they've barely started construction at this point. If you overlay Stunt Pilot onto this plot of land, it looks like it would fit. The single file seating arrangement would be a cool homage to Jetstar 2. It could be themed to racing, which is what the banners allude to, and it would do a great job at delivering an equal intensity to live up to Jetstar 2 in such a compact space. I would be super excited about this addition. Next, I just want to discuss options possible in the plot of land that is currently available, meaning Flying Aces would not be removed. I'm thinking S&S or Art for this plot. As far as Art products that would fit this space and work for a racing theme, the only options I was seeing on their website are their launched family coasters. While I would love a more thrill-oriented coaster for the space, it's really just hard to fit something big and thrilling in such a small plot. These launched family coasters do look pretty fun though. It would be great for the park to get another launch coaster, and this would be super different from Wicked. You could maybe even do a dueling layout with these, which would especially fit the racing theme. As far as S&S goes, I think the most likely option would actually be a Rail Rider, which is their newest model. This is S&S's newest coaster model and currently doesn't have any installations besides the prototype model at the S&S headquarters in Logan, Utah. It seems like Lagoon and S&S had a great time working together for Nutcracker, so I'm sure they'd love to bring one of these to Lagoon for their first installation. The only negative aspect of this option is I don't think a Rail Rider would quite match the thrill level of Jetstar 2, but I haven't ridden one, so maybe it could get closer than I think. Like the Raptor, this is a single rail coaster, which is a cool gimmick for the general public, and the single file seating pays homage to Jetstar 2. I bet S&S could maybe even do a dueling layout to fit the racing theme, which would also increase capacity. Out of all the options I've discussed, I do think Rail Rider is the most likely, but this is purely based off of my personal thoughts and speculation. I don't have any insider info from Lagoon or S&S. I do wish I did though. And I could probably go on for 20 more minutes discussing this, but those are all the options I wanted to bring up in this video. If you have any other ideas, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear others' ideas. But other than that, I'd really appreciate if you follow me on TikTok and Instagram. That is where most of my content is these days, and I'm planning on doing a lot of short form content at the park throughout this season. But if you made it this far into the video, I really do appreciate you and thank you so much for watching. If you feel like it, I'd really appreciate if you'd hit that subscribe button, but stay tuned for more videos here on Coasters and Stuff.